Want to send an incredibly powerful message that, you know what, we are tired, we really want to do something different. Whoever wins in this election, I think that they will be sending the message that we either want to go forward or we want to go backwards. So I think that at the end of the day, by the time the votes are tallied and the numbers start coming out, we might see that there has been a high number of turnout across the country. And that is very good for Nigeria. That is really good for Nigeria because it begins to tell politicians that you can no longer do what you used to do. I think this election will be a teachable moment for many politicians and for a lot of leaders in our country. It's going to say you can no longer be abrasive. You can no longer get a position and do whatever you like and go away with it and get away with it. People are going to be asking the questions. People are going to want to hold you accountable for whatever position you hold. So we're hoping to see that this election is a turnaround from the past. We're waiting for the results to come in.
Right, and Dr. Amina Zakari, I don't know if you've become a doctor quite yet, but if you are, then I certainly wouldn't have any problems calling you one. But I mean, we've got a couple of minutes left before we have to end the conversation and set you free, because I know you've got other things to do. But given your experience of spending the amount of time that you did, a decade at INEC, and being an objective person now, I mean, you don't owe INEC anything necessarily, is it your sense that this poll has been generally compliant?
Yeah, it's normally compliant. It's been generally compliant, except for a few areas, and those areas where materials were not delivered on time. Certainly there will be lapses. There will not be enough time for people to actually complete voting before maybe the young men get agitated to leave the areas. So for me, those areas that were peaceful and compliant are plenty, are many. We always get to hear problems from the fewer areas that had problems, but those areas that have problems may not necessarily comply as best as what we had in the good areas. And I'm hoping for a day that every time we go out for elections, it will be like a textbook, like what was written in the textbook. You tend to find that a lot of discrepancies, people take the instructions differently. You have to, even my poll unit, I had to correct the ad hoc staff because they were taking the instructions upside down. So basically, and this is because we change our ad hoc staff every 4 years. If only we can have a system where we have people that have done election over and over again, you'll find that within the next 3-4 cycles, there will be textbook type of election. Like in Ghana, they actually employ them from presiding officer, you grow to the next level. But in Nigeria, every time, everybody is new. You hardly find people that have conducted like 3 elections consecutively. Maybe they would have conducted an election as a student, then as a copper, and that's the end of it. So I think we need to remove that suspicious nature and begin to groom and train people that will be our election officials until we get it to a point that you have textbook kind of elections. We've seen textbook elections in certain countries where every polling unit behaved the same way because they've had training over and over again, and they've been ad hoc staff over and over again. So I think that's my take on this.
That's a very good point.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, and we thank you so much for sparing us this moment. Amina Zakari, a former INEC National Commissioner, and of course our very own analyst, Dr. Constance Ikoku, for being with us on this segment.
And you're watching a special coverage of Nigeria's 2023 presidential election here on Arise News with Adesua Omorwan and me, Charles Anyegulu. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back in a hot second. Stay with us.
Actually, so just get to the field again and see, get with the Dele Omoyeni. He's covering the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi. He's live now to give us an update on what is going on where he is. Hello, Dele. So tell us, what is the situation at the moment?
All right, Chamberlain, we're actually back in Onitsha. We're in Agulu throughout the day where, of course, the Labour Party presidential candidate cast his votes. Now, three major things stand out for me in these elections. Firstly, it was all over social media and everywhere that these elections were going to be about young people. Chamberlain, let me shock you. From 87 to 91, we got a lot of old people coming out to vote in these elections, of course, right here in Anambra State. The second thing that stands out for me is that we all thought that these elections were going to be heavily militarized. Of course, quite a number of people who heard that I was going to the southeast to cover the elections, especially in Anambra and Imo State, said, well, that place is volatile. Well, we wish all the best, but please be careful. But that's not been the case today. As a matter of fact, apart from the time when the EFCC came here with heavily armed police officers to the polling units of the presidential candidates, the only policemen or security officers that you could see around Agulu were those attached to the presidential candidates. There were no joint patrols, no military, no DSS, and yet the process went free. The process went heavily peacefully. The first thing that stands out for me is that a lot of polling units in Anambra State experienced late delivery of voting materials. Now, when we probe further about what happened to these voting materials, a lot of people blamed INEC. They say, for instance, that in most wards, there was just one bus to convey voting materials and the personnel. And so you find out that a bus takes one or two polling units, goes to drop them, comes back, and that same process goes on. And so you find out that some people started voting very early and some started voting very late. In fact, the governor of this state, Charles Soludo, voted in the late afternoon because voting materials didn't get to his polling units on time. So these are some of the issues that we've experienced here in Anambra State. But the process has been very, very peaceful. The environment is calm. We've not heard of any skirmishes here in Anambra State, Chamberlain.
Well, Dele, you know, the state was in the news for different reasons. In the build-up to this day, right from part of what you mentioned, the comments that came through from the governor, some risk analysis, which did say watch out for that state, and then security concerns as well. But at the moment, do you get any impression, any information whatsoever? Is there voting going on anywhere else from what you know, from where you are, or having come through from Agulu to Onitsha at the moment?
Yeah, there are some polling units across the state where voting started very late. And, you know, the Electoral Act says any polling unit that INEC officials get late, everybody meet there must be allowed to vote. In fact, there are some places around Ubusi where we hear that the ad hoc staff had to go and get generators because they started with torchlights. But of course, that wasn't being effective. They had to go to get generators so that the process can continue because a lot of people are insisting that they must vote. There's also quite a large voter turnout in these parts. So yes, some people are still voting right now. And in some cases, they've just started collating. While, of course, in Agulu, in the polling units where I was, sorting started as early as 3 p.m. because, of course, at about 8 8:10 a.m. Of course, the INEC officials were on ground already.
All right, thank you very much indeed, correspondent Dele Omayeni, covering the presidential candidate of the Labour Party. Well, when we speak about security, I mean, getting up this morning and moving around, you get different reports, correspondents in all parts of the country, getting feedback and information almost on the go. One of such was Kogi State, not too far from here in Abuja, where several reports did come through about some activity from the state concerning some local government areas, senatorial districts. And now if you look at some scenario coming through from the senatorial candidate of the PDP, Natasha Akpoti, now this was one of the scenes that played out in some of the areas where voting was supposed to happen. And if I remember, if I get that right, that I think there was a response from the government saying that they had to send people for excavation purposes. We'll just need to get some clarity on that one at the moment. So if we do have Natasha Akpoti, she is on the ballot. So she wasn't exactly happy concerning what played out. So do we have her? Let's just get to hear from her concerning what transpired in her locality. Good evening, Natasha. Can you hear us today?
I can hear you, Chamberlain. Good evening. Good evening, Nigerians.
We did see some visuals, images circulating about you, narrating what transpired. So tell us, what happened? Okay, so it's just coming in frozen at the moment, but we will sort that out and bring her response to you. We'll get as many response from all of those who are in the field in whatever way possible. So just keep it. We'll sort that out and get her back on. And I also do remember that one of the pressers with the EFCC, I beg your pardon, with the INEC chair, some CSOs had. Okay, well, there you go. That is, I believe, somebody said.
Please, let's listen, please. Let's listen, please.
Ask for bread. Invalid vote. Ask for bread. There is a party here that has Nigerian logo. Yeah, Nigerian flag, no. Map, that has Nigerian map on it. This party has Nigerian map on it. We don't know this flag. This is SDP. SDP. Only one.
103, 104, 105. Nigerian Flag Party. Nigerian Map Party. BRP. BRP. Bye-bye. ADC. ADC. 1, 2. APGA. APGA. 1. A party. A party. 1. PDP. PDP.
Okay, come out for us. 16, no, leave this. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146, 147, 148, 149, 150, you people should come 151, 152, 153, 154, 155, 156, 157. Wait, now wait, they don't pick 157. 157, 158, 159, 162, 163, 164, 165, 166, 167, 168, 169, 170, 171, 172, shift 173, 174, 175, 176, 177, 178, 179, 180, 181, 182, 183, 184, 185, 186, 187, 188, 189, 190, 191, 192, 193, 194, 195, 196, 197, 198, 199, 200, 241,
Obi 530, Obi 531, Obi 534,
Obi, who gets structure? Obi, who gets structure? Obi, who gets structure? Obi, who gets structure? Obi. Ourselves.
Labour Party. Presidential, the Nigerian Party. Do the rest of the You're not supposed to take pictures. You're not supposed to take pictures. You're not supposed to take pictures.
Please just stay where you are. Thank you. Stay thus far. Thank you. Let it be orderly. Thank you. The party agents are there to also, they're still monitoring. So let us maintain order. We've done well thus far. Well done.
Let's calm down, please. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. They've counted, so they talk. Please, very important. Please, let's calm down. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost
APC 122. PDP get 38.
Just move back so that we can be able to maintain decorum, please.
All right.
You are going to make sure that it's uploaded. That's why we are here.
All right.
Both from that unit and from this unit.
Oh my God.
Do you understand?
It's successful, okay? Successfully uploaded. If not, thank you. I believe it.
Please. Don't be in a hurry for me. Don't be in a hurry for me. Just wait. When you upload it, from there it has been uploaded.
Mr. President, I am sure to announce to you that the dead president can we keep it down? Let's be orderly. Please calm down. Calm down. We have won in this area. Rather, LP has won in this area. It's okay. Let's not cause any agitation, please. Thank you.
I'm going to do that now. Yeah, that's why I looked at it. When they come outside, they're not doing that now. Yeah, that's stay outside. I see you.
Is this one of yours?
Somebody actually called.
One number.
Hold it like this, no. What if you go like this? No, don't hold like this, don't hold like this, don't hold like this. Hold it like this. OMG, hello. We're at 400. And Michael, what number are we? 400, yes. We're getting close. We're getting close. Because it could smell. So we hold it close. Yes, so it gets smell. So we hold it vertically, not wide. But the only thing that will very works. So you have to make sure you hold it something like this. Oh, hold it like that. Allow me to write it good. No, I mean, right, please hold it.
What's going on, everyone? Everyone hear me? If you can hear me, let me know in the chat. Let me know that. Everyone quiet. I want to talk. Everybody, can you hear me? It's loud and clear. Shout out to all 28 of you. Also, you might say something you want to see. Let me just do the introduction.
I don't want them to say me too.
No, my address is still like.
It's good to see you. Yes, I'm sure. I landed Sheyi, they have found your tag. Yeah, boy. I God help you. People say I don't know that number, but it's great to hear. Go there.
They finished their counting there. Yeah, so they said when they finish, they should give us the officials and their book. We need the officials and their book, so it moves faster.
No, but it's it is. I love when I'm around them and I just observe it's like colonial accent. Exactly. No one does that. British people say sexy yeah, exactly. But then unless they bring their own body. Sheyi no get come oh, we dey try raise money to buy come for Sheyi. Sheyi no get come, that's why I no come here. Oh, I will disgrace you to the meet the court today. No worry yourself. I go your disgrace. Okay, I been get shame. You know even get shame, but make I don't waste my time. You have one to put out. I think your case now.
Don't vote. I beg, we need your stamp pad. Thank you for your kindness. Are you sure it's 400? We're only voting for presidential. We don't want to, we're not voting for the
LP Baba, LP Baba, LP Baba.
So let me show you where it's at. Yes. Which one is that? Which one is that?
They do. Let's get somebody to take it back to the No, she needs a ghost staff.
Yes, go ahead. Thank you. No, but it's just for this.
Can you go past? Can you go past?
Hello. let it go now. Let it go. Just go to the
What do you do? Yeah, mind your business like that. Mind your business. Look, I am telling you, today is very important. You need help with what? I'm not supposed to come there. You need help with what? What has happened? What's the issue? I can't approach. What is it? Turn it, like, turn it. No, not no. Turn it. Let it down. Like this.
I'm coming. Let me finish. This is. Huh? Sorry, there's network problem. You see?
Don't turn it this way. Don't turn it this way. Don't turn it.
You know, I can't really hear you. Cut and call back.
Yes, that's a very important.
All right, hey everyone. Let's see. All right, so it looks like it's no longer live right now because I think it's already dark in Nigeria at this time. If you can hear me loud and clear, just let me know. I made it to the studio. How's everyone doing? Good? We made it. Hey, Natu. All right, so there's a couple of let me see. I'm having high BP. easy. I can't wait. Me too. Not BP though, but I'm also very excited. In a good way, actually. The only thing is that we have no idea what's going on. Let me drop the link just in case somebody wants to come up real quickly. I have no idea what's going on in the north. Some numbers we're seeing. It's not favorable so far. It's all favorable in the south, from what I can see so far. So, hey D, good to see you. Yeah, quite a few people were here earlier, but let's talk about it. I just want to share. Let me see. Let's see what else is going on here. I'm gonna share this here. Oh, wala. Listen. And also, majority of the news we were getting earlier in the day, they were just a bunch of stuff with a bunch of thugs disrupting the process. Let's see what Arise News is talking about. Let's see what they're talking about.
Can you tell us about that?
I didn't get that question. Sorry, can we take it again?
Naza will have to let Naza go there as she keeps.
Please help me hit the like button. Thank you. We'll round this stream up in a little bit.
Still a lot of work going on there, apparently.
I just wanted to share my experience as I'm going through this.
Well, the voting was
Hey, Eunice, good to see you.
Definitely.
Yes.
List from President Muhammadu Buhari, who showed off his ballot paper after casting his vote. Sulai?
Well, Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, the Deputy Senate Leader, Orji Uzokalo, and Humanitarian Affairs Minister, Sadiq Umar Farouk, also showed their ballot papers. Well, it's an act that seems controversial, with the likelihood of contravening the Electoral Act.
Yeah, but what did he vote? I think I saw somewhere somebody was saying that Buhari voted for Obi. Is that true? Anybody seen that anywhere?
All right, we're now joined by Anya Okeke, who is a former vice chair of the Transition Monitoring Group and a RISE analyst and lawyer. Dr. Sam Amadi joining us, both of you gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. First off, let's start off with your observation of today's balloting process. Well, President Muhammadu Buhari did promise. He said he was going to leave a legacy of free, fair, and credible elections. And we heard from INEC repeatedly tell us, we are ready, we are ready, we are ready. Let me come to you, Okeke Anya. What are your thoughts about today's voting?
Okay, thank you very much. The issue of today's voting is that citizens came out in their numbers to exercise their franchise.
Let's see what these ones are talking about.
At this time of the night.
And it's quite in Bauchi, don't forget, last time out where they had the elections, even the one for the governorship elections too, it was quite unique.
Bauchi is always like that.
Yeah, so they have a unique way of choosing their candidates and voting for their candidates.
Yeah, because it's quite a very politically active or conscious.
This looks like the north right here, right?
And the number of voters turnout is always very high. And so if you have a delay, like we've seen in many polling units across the country.
Oh, you voted Tinubu, right?
Kind of
of course.
Our biggest fear in Yaga was actually that if it gets dark, the cameras are not able to capture people's faces. And therefore, it could affect the voting procedure and could probably lead to some form of violence. But we are happy
this now is Abuja.
Yeah.
I understand this one now is Abuja. And so that is going on at the moment. So
some people say there's a marked difference. I mean, you can see there is a world of difference between what you're seeing.
It's quite different. Now, let me do this. I'm just gonna go here. I want to see what's going on Instagram. Instagram seems like it might be able to bring us a little bit up to speed. Oh Lord, I don't know. So what I'm going to do right now is how long? Okay, we're 7 minutes away from the top of the hour. At about 7 minutes time, I'm going to shut the stream down, and then we'll see what happens. I wasn't planning to live stream, by the way, but Yabo Jo has been posting. She had been posting all day. So let me just see what the captions are. Let's see what the captions are. So this is Stella Sholanke Junction, Ajao Estates, with LP 150, APC 32. Isn't Ajao Estate in Lagos? Yeah, Tinubu is not doing too well. Not at all. This one says Tinubu's thugs are arrested at Etiosa. Okay, let me see. I think we can see that. All right, so they arrested a bunch of people. They're flogging them. All right, let me just leave that alone. We don't want violence on the screen. Let's see. What else do we see here? Aisha is saying something.
Nigerians came out en masse to vote.
They did.
The citizens of
it's
Nigeria
obvious.
came out.
But the question,
and
the question is that is it just on the south for OB?
Must stand up to its responsibilities. We have a lot of issues with INEC. Imagine things like
BB, good to see you, BB.
not being available. Yet citizens were ready to provide and ensure that we have a peaceful, free and fair, credible election.
Thank you.
But now we have a lot of things going on. Results are not uploading.
Results are not uploading.
INEC must
pay
not
attention.
Disenfranchise the people. We have worked hard, we have suffered for years in this country, and people are coming out to do what is most legitimate, and that is to vote in those that will represent them. This issue where we are having problems, presidential results are not uploading, INEC must not in any way whatsoever try to disenfranchise the people. INEC must not in any way whatsoever be used to steal the mandate of the people. This is a stern warning to INEC. Do your job and do it diligently and very well. The people that are there that INEC didn't bring materials to them, a lot of people, even though it's not, they are still there at the polling units. They must be allowed to vote, every one of them. We have seen videos, INEC has been tagged, videos where...
Let me personally say thank you to Miss Amor, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. I appreciate every single one of you that you financially support this platform. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. You keep it going. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's keep going here.
Where the people voted and signed for, that is the way it will be passed and uploaded onto the server. Nobody must be disenfranchised. INEC should be mindful and do the needful. This is business unusual. We will not continue and wait and allow the suffering of the people where they have come and exercise their mandate. That mandate is stolen away from them. INEC, wake up to your responsibilities. INEC, you have a constitutional duty to provide the enabling environment for free, fair, credible election, one that must be seen to be free, fair, and credible election. And for that, for those agents, security agents that sat down and looked the other way, why thugs came to oppress people, they need to be brought to order. INEC, do the needful and ensure the way we voted. Ensure you upload that result the way we voted. Thank you.
Hey.
Today, the 25th
Wahala.
of February. Today,
Anyway.
the 25th of February.
All right, so let me open this another page. I might come back to that. Let's see what else is going on. I'm just going through my stream. What was this? Where was this? So this is at Parkview Estate, Lagos. OB 277. Lagos Party 277 votes. APC 85, PDP in Lagos. Tinubu, could look good at all. It doesn't look good. Let's get, obviously, the youth, they're tired, okay? But again, like I was saying yesterday, I'm not sure exactly how tired are they, right? Or were they, right? So, but it's becoming very, very clear. Breaking news. Shout out to Insider Int. Breaking news. Since we them don't talk, say Obi win. Now this one sweet my belly pass. APC mouthpiece. Let's see what Oga Festus has to say. He he lost his polling units to Peter Obi in Delta State. Lagos Party. Oh, I said Lagos Party. I guess the Lagos Party, right? Labour Party. 100 votes. APC 22. PDP 6. Mario. I'm just waiting for the northern side of Nigeria. That's the most important part in all this right now. At this point, we already know that Peter Obi is going to sweep the south. I think we know that at this point. Don't you think? Would you agree that we kind of know that at this point? That Peter Obi is going to sweep. Shout out to you. Wow, everybody came back. I know a bunch of people left earlier when we were just streaming the kidding. Hey, Bibiana.
Hello, my brother. How are you?
Good to see you.
Oh, my brother, it's a monumental day. It's a monumental day in the life of every Nigerian walking on the face of the earth. Whether they like it or not, it's a monumental day, you know. Whether things go the way, you know, we want it or not, it's a monumental day and it has to be celebrated, apart from the fact that it's a beautiful day that God has made.
Amen.
You know, and one, we need to appreciate that. I am loving the cold. I am loving the snow I've been getting.
Are you getting snow? Are you in Canada?
No, I'm in California. And believe it or not.
You getting snow? What part of California are you in?
Oh my goodness, in Redlands. We are having snow in Redlands in California. So it's just interesting. Rain is my best weather. So and it's also a monumental day because it's the second year of my mom's memorial. So it's kind of very pivotal for me. But you know, just the mere fact that everybody is talking and exposing and everybody is agitated and just awakened, you know, like they can't take it no more. And really, there's only so much you can do to someone that is backed in a corner. You will turn back and bite.
Yes.
And this is the biting moment.
That's your way of saying when I say it's not sustainable. You're not going to keep doing this. Like
exactly.
Just,
no. I mean, I was just having a conversation with my husband now, and I'm like, you know what? I don't care if you go there and chop, but deliver.
Yes, something.
Exactly. I don't care if you go there and rake whatever, but just give. And I only need three things. Give me road. Give me light. Give me water. That's all I want.
We figured the food part out because there's ground.
I can do the rest myself. Those basic things. Give me road, give me lights, give me water, and I will do the rest, the leg walk by myself. But this one, you're not doing road, you're not doing water, you're not doing anything, and then you're still collecting from me. Kilo day. Now, what thing I do you? You don't do. Yeah. You don't do. I saw one video of a kid, I think about 5 years old, and he had like $100 in one hand and had the PVC card in another hand, and he had a thumbprint somewhere in the north. And I'm like,
yeah, wow. I saw that on my feed earlier too.
I'm like, okay.
Shamelessly.
We 5 and we voting? All right.
Okay. 5 years old.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I get it.
He did look like 5.
Yeah, he did look like a 5. I'm like, bro, you understand what's going on? All right, I'll take it. I mean, but see, such ridiculousness. What would another person from another country hear? I mean, see that and just laugh. That's really, I mean, did you have to stoop this low? Because that is the lowest of the low. You are now even using children in broad daylight.
They've been doing that forever. We've been hearing that forever, but now
it's sad.
We can see people covering it everywhere.
It's so sad. It's so sad. Well, my brother, I just came to hail you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be in the background.
That's encouraging. Yes, listen, I was about to shut down 3 minutes ago, but I'm looking at my feed right now.
People are feeling the energy. Please, you know, say we just wake up for this side. Now,
I know. The
day just started. So well done, my brother. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Warm, keep the family warm because
it's cold here. We haven't seen the snow, but it's cold here. Yeah.
This is is a February like no other. It is going down in memory lane well.
Yeah, thank you so much, BB.
Thank you.
Please let me find Omoye. Let me find her to come and say something.
Wait, let me just say it here. When Omoye land this country, we go drag her like I better pass my neighbor generator.
Really?
She no tell anybody.
At this time,
At this time, she they go pleasure. When we need our moral support,
I
when
know.
we come back, we drag it, no be here.
Yeah, I feel you.
But
I feel you.
I'm glad she's there. Let her just go and cool off.
It's okay. It's okay. We need that.
Yeah, she needed that relaxation and just being in good energy and everything. She's really, really worked out. And I'm really praying that
hanging out with Auntie B. Life.
Man, are you kidding me? That is the beginning of a beautiful year, no need. The end of the year is made.
Yes, so thank you so much, BB.
All right, my brother.
We'll talk
soon.
soon.
Take care. Cheers.
All right, yeah. All right. So anybody you want to come in? I still got some time. Maybe I got another 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Yeah. So if you want to come in and drop your word for Nigeria, wish Nigeria well. Thank you, cool mama. She says, wishing all Nigerians the best. Please vote wisely. Yes. Nigeria, we know now that Peter Obi owns Lagos. Sorry. At this point, I think it should be pretty clear that Peter Obi owns Lagos, right? It's, hunger, right? Oppression doesn't know, political oppression does not know, tribe does not know, your color does not know, your language, your ethnicity, right? It doesn't know. The only thing it knows is the elite and the extremely poor. That's something that Nigerians had a hard time understanding, obviously, my whole life. Literally. Okay? Literally. Okay? I've never seen Nigerians demonstrate the power that they've demonstrated today alone. If that's all it is, it's already a significant move in the right direction. Okay? So anything we'll get out from this point on right now, it's like, wow, it's going to be extra bonus, Tiffany, hey team. Tiffany says, I'm on nerve-wracking. I know. Me about to go, in a few, I'm about to go relax somewhere. I'm just be checking my phone every now and then, but nothing can take my soft life. I feel like we should have swept the South. Obedience will die. Yeah. Everywhere. Yeah, I know. But let's see. Let me show my screen again as I'm going through this. This is somewhere where I couldn't help but post this. Let me see what this is. I mean, they are chanting Obi everywhere in the nation. This is Abraham Adesanya, Gate 2, Polling Center. This is Lagos, I think. Look at, ballot 143, Lagos, it's going to be a Lagos party, obviously. Labour Party, 137 votes, APC 3. This is ass whooping now. It don't look good. Let's see. Is this presently MC Lumo?
Lagos State. Lagos State.
Yeah, it's not looking good for MC Oluomo. I'm sorry. But it's high time. Nigerians need to take back what belongs to them. Let me see. Okay. Make una course from today till tomorrow. They remove 5 naira from my account. They reduce the vote. Wait, Tinubu get. Nobody. This is King West. This is some guy called King West. Okay. Apparently, it's a Tinubu supporter. No be me tell una parents make them they unfortunate. Right? You see what you just said? This is a bunch of non-entities that they only think for their own pocket. They only think about their own mouths. This Mr. Ola, I'm managing my expectations. You should. That's why I said, listen, if all we get right now is just the noise out there right now, let's just be appreciative of every good news you get from this point. Be appreciative, right? Anything can happen with the way things are going. The cricket noise coming out of the north is not sitting well with me. Shout out to Mo Fresh. But let me see what else is going on in my feed. I'm just looking at my feed, okay? Just looking at my feed. Zik All University of Ibadan. Okay, we already know that University of Ibadan is owned by Labour Party. We know that part. Let me open Adiola's page, the other page, just in case I need to come back to it, because I know she's covering it heavy. What is this? What is this? All right, so what you're looking at, I don't want to show too much violence on the screen. What you're looking at is somebody came to some kind of polling unit to buy votes. And yeah, there's going to be a healthy amount of jungle justice in Nigeria today. Unfortunately, but kind of like, listen, I don't know what you expect. Like Bibi just said, what do you expect when you push people to the wall? So and I've seen a few of those earlier too, some clips of some thugs that were caught and they were serving them jungle justice. I know nobody should be above the law, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Let's see what Yabo Ojo is posting here. All right, so this caption says APC thugs are right in front of my family house destroying things because they lost to Labour Party in the polling unit and now they're destroying things. Okay, let's see what this is. So anytime you see a lot of chanting like that, there's a good chance it's OB. Okay. So even the people that in places that they're probably winning, they're probably not rejoicing too much because I don't think they understand. I don't think they know what time it is. They have no idea. All right. Let's see. INEC. I am taking INEC to court. A lot of Nigerians are not able to vote due to late arrivals and disorganized arrangements by INEC Nigeria, and it's official. Okay, so Soso, who is a record executive in Nigeria, seems like he's saying he's taking INEC to court. I'm gonna go check his page out too if I have a little bit of time. Oh wow! All right, so people are inside of rain, and
not even the rain can stop us.
Not the rain can stop them. All right, so people are, let's see. When typically do we get the final result the day after the election? With this type of election, let me show you something. It doesn't look good. With this type of election, there's a good chance it might take a while. Okay? Because the powers that be, they're going to try to claim that something is wrong somewhere. Okay? So you might not get the official. Let me see what I think I saw an article earlier. Let's see. Especially because of all the especially also because of all the what do you call it? The delays that you saw earlier. A lot of voting materials did not get to their location until later on in the day. People were sitting around waiting, and so there's no doubt that there's disenfranchising already going on. So yeah, so we don't know. That's the honest truth. Let me see here. There's a news I saw earlier. I'm trying to see when results. It's a news I saw earlier. Okay, I found it on BBC. All right, so let me share this with you. On BBC, it says Nigerian election 2023 votes are counted, but final results may take days. Final result may take days because of all these different funny activities that you see going on, and the fact that this is a historical event. Okay, voting is likely to spill tomorrow. The court is likely to order a rerun. There you go, or fresh election for negatively affected polling. And you saw somebody already said they're hey Oyade, good to see you. See, I showed my face. Typically we get results on election night, but this one seems not likely tonight. Yeah, This is not business as usual. Hold on one second. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, this is not business as usual. So it might take a while. So let me see what BBC is saying here. Vote counting is underway in Nigeria's tightest presidential election since military rule ended in 1999. Okay, so since 1999, I will probably say 1990, before 93, honestly. But I understand in 99 because it was the ending of military rule. Voting was marred by long delays as polling stations failed to open on time in some areas because of logistical problems and security incidents. Turnout appeared to be high, with many young first-time voters arriving before dawn to cast their ballots. The elections are the biggest democratic exercise in Africa, with 87 million people eligible to vote. Yep, there were 87 million PVCs that were issued, but I think they said about, because there was about, I'm trying to remember, I don't remember, but they didn't give all of them out. Okay, many of them were still sitting, but majority were given out. Politics has been dominated by two parties, the ruling APC and the PDP, since the restoration of multi-party democracy 24 years ago. But this time, there's also a strong challenge from a third-party candidate in the race because of Obi. Okay, all because of Obi. Yeah, we don't know. Typically by election night, and also typically keep in mind that they've always postponed elections and they didn't postpone this one, right? So maybe what they're going to pull that out of the results now. The fact that they didn't postpone, right? And also there's a lot of sloppiness. There was no transportation for INEC officials. They were using private vehicles and things like that, So, but I think nonetheless it's good news already. Okay, already. We'll find out. We'll see. Let's see. Gislova Tinubu wins Obi in Obasanjo's polling unit. Okay. Well, we already know. I think Obasanjo is behind Obi, right? Okay. Let's see what else is going on. This is late night. All right, that's the counting. Some of those we saw clearly earlier, right? Yeah, so it's a different day. It's interesting what we see going on right now. I am excited. It should ideally be on Monday because voting will spill to tomorrow. If it takes longer, then we know powers that be are trying to sabotage things. Yes. Yep. So again, this is one thing we're trying to get Nigerians to understand. The powers of the people, right? If people are involved, there's only so much the oppressors can use anything against you. If you have numbers, okay? In terms of people. And Nigerian do, but in terms of engagement has been one of the problems with Nigerian electoral process, right? We have 200 million people. Think about it right now. Only 87 people were eligible to vote, but also there are children and stuff like that, right? But this number is record breaking. This 87 million number is record breaking, right? So the engagement of people, it makes it even that much harder for them to sabotage the process. And then social media also makes it harder, right? So yeah, it's different. I thought it was going to be 4 years ago. Okay. People are going to learn to stop saying social media president. They're going to learn for the first time to stop saying that. Like somebody just belong on social media. Okay. Social media is nobody's mate. Okay. They're going to learn. There's still a significant amount of Nigerian adults who say things like, oh, that one is social media president. They said it so much 4 years ago that I started to doubt myself. So this year I'm like, okay. Knowing Nigerian from that one event, because I monitored last one, at one point I was like, you know what? Showore is going to make a stamp. He's going to make a statement. And shout out to Showore. That 4 years ago was a good stepping stone towards what you're seeing right now. Okay. As a matter of fact, social media is what is significantly part of what brought Buhari into the office. Okay. A lot of people think it's north. Okay. Yeah. To an extent, north. Okay. To a large extent. But that factor is diminishing and diminishing every day. Right. And we don't have to wait until we're shocked before we start to say, no, as people, we have power. You have a voice now. Your voice can be heard now. All around the world. Everyone is paying attention, right? This election is very significant as it will decide the future of Nigeria as a leader in the region to make changes that will take Africa into its future as a serious people. Exactly. Yep. We cannot afford to pick a leader who is not ready to make progress that will lead Nigeria into superpower status, that will continue to think that Nigeria is just a lady. They just want to eat, right? To a large extent, that's still true. A lot of people just want to eat. You can see them behind Tinubu right now, right? But also, we know that a lot of people are not. They're ready to go to the future, and we can see that today, right? We can see that. Very true. So they should be able to announce results without delay in that case. Well, no, announcing results. No, they're going to drag it in court. They might end up dragging in court, but yeah, we're going to see. It's tricky, okay? It's tricky. It's brand new, okay? It's very brand new, but we're here, okay? And Nigerians they're telling them right now they're ready to go to the due process. There is due process, and there's rule of law in Nigeria, right? But because people were not engaged, you couldn't hold people accountable to the laws that are in the books. The law are in the books. They are. But when people don't engage, they don't even know what it is to even be able to hold anybody accountable. Okay. But now they're getting to know, right? People are educated. People can pull up their phone with a little bit of data and read up and see what the law says. Right? Okay, so that's what we are right now. So social media, yeah, that's what brought those people to power. Let me keep going through. Let me see what else is going on here. Let me see. Let's see what Auntie here has to say.
Before I do this video, let me do it and post it. Okay, so I voted. Where do I start from?
Auntie Kate Enshaw. Kate Enshaw.
We have a long way to go.
Let me show my screen. Sorry.
A long way to go. Today has been so emotional for me. I left home 7:30, walked down to my polling unit. Took me 20 minutes. Got here, there were a few people, maybe only 3 people, and I saw some tables. Like me, I like to get into a space, organize myself, organize the people there so that things are easier for us in the long run. Anyway, so I waited, then some guy came, tried to help us know our polling units. For those who couldn't find their polling units. And I said, oh, I have to go around the corner. I said, no, this is my place. Anyway, I went, and there's nothing there, so we came back. And we all decided that we'll wait for the INEC officials to come. But then I started giving numbers to people, just so that we know we are ourselves, we are orderly and everything. So, waited. INEC officials didn't get here until 11. It was supposed to start voting at 8:30. So they came. I'd already gone to go and drag some of them down there, but their polling unit was different to mine. So finally, ours came. My polling booth came.
All right, we get the gist. I don't have the patience. Not too often now. Unmute yourself. Are you there? Natu? Unmute yourself. You might have to unmute yourself. Not sure. Alright, while we wait for her, let's see here. Alright, there's a ton of stuff here. Let's see. I'm just going through Linda Ikeji's Instagram page right now. Oh, this is Adiola, sorry. Shout out to Adiola. Adiola has been covering everything. Let me refresh this page and see if there's anything. Let's see what this is. This is 4 minutes ago. 4 minutes ago. People are still at the polling unit, as you can see. Let's see what this is. After counting, INEC officials said they couldn't upload the results. So because of activities like this, people not being able to upload the results, yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, I don't know how you did. What's your take so far? We anticipated today.
Right. So the thing is that they can't upload results, and the people are not there when they're uploading. When it's time to upload, they can't upload anything. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, I encourage. Yeah, I have done an election job before in Nigeria now.
Right. You mentioned that yesterday, I think.
Yeah. So what I tell people is that if you vote, like, you just have people at your polling that will wait till the end and make sure that it's counted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if they count in front of you, they can't go back and say something. And then make sure like it's uploaded. But if they count in front of you again, don't upload in front of you, they can go behind you and put any number. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're just trying to stay positive right now because that's one of the this thing that they'll use.
Right. That's one of the tricks right there.
But for me, I say we're gonna take a moment to appreciate technology and social media, bro. What technology and social media is doing for us this election, if those two things were not there, I'm telling you, wouldn't have known what is going on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But now you will have somebody hiding camera and taking videos. And even when they say nobody was there, like you see some videos leaking, like how did you get leaked out? Because somebody had a hidden camera and making sure that it's recording. So honestly, we have to give ups to that one and be like, you know.
Right.
But we've not been getting results from the north. I'm gonna call my people after this to hear what's up.
Thank you. There's a few that I saw earlier. Like for example, I think this one Jigawa is in the north, right?
Yeah, Jigawa is in the north after Kano.
Okay, so you can see here that there's no vote for Labour Party at all, right? And then Adamawa, that's Atiku State, right? Labour Party has 7, right? So in addition to that, it's quiet. It's also these stupid numbers.
Yeah, sort of few news that I've been hearing is that they've been buying people's votes.
They're buying them.
Yes. Somebody that I knew where we grew up in Kaduna is in Malali. He was saying that they were coming and giving people stuff. Another place in the Kaduna South, my mom was telling me that they were giving the people 5 measures of rice and 2 packs of spaghetti. So I said, "Who collect Maggi and pepper and oil now? Go cook her." No. People do not understand what we stand to achieve if Peter Obi wins.
Listen, let me say this, the way we ended last night's stream on RTB's platform, right? There was a conversation that was about to brew up. At that moment, I just like, Auntie B is tired, let her go and rest. That moment when that young lady, I think Hillary, right? She said she has a problem. Shout out to Hillary. If you want to come up, if you're listening to this, she has a problem with people that link poverty to crime.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like what? You know, and then Hillary has American accent and she's in college here, and I'm like, I wish I could continue the conversation. Maybe we can, because my own goal is always it's either you will teach me something or I will teach you something.
Or teach you something.
Yeah.
So she has problem with people that link poverty
to crime. You know, the point we were making is that when you continue to have poverty, people will do the wrong thing to survive.
Of course.
But I guess she was trying to, because at that point we had to end the stream. I guess she's trying to make it, but people should just do the right thing. Like, no, that's not how this life works.
No, it doesn't work like that. And the truth is that we're not like enabling it, but we're all human.
Exactly. This is I get where she's coming from. It's almost like a pushback at don't enable people to do crime.
No, we're not enabling it, but we're just telling you we're just being realistic. There's some things that are inevitable. Like you can't even listen.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point I would want to establish, especially
because the
considering the
whole
status of Nigeria.
right, the whole kidnapping thing and people like extorting money from people is because people don't have work to do. Number one, they
Yes.
can't feed their family. Price of food stuff has gone like tripled up. Salaries has remained the same. Some people don't even have the job anymore. You know what I'm saying? So
There's
it's
no
just like a mother.
jobs.
Exactly. It's not like a mother and a child. A woman that has a child, she will do anything to make sure her child eats, even if she has to go and do prostitution. She will do so that she can get money for her child.
People have to eat. They will eat their own children. It's in the Bible. They will eat their own children. If after they finish eating their own children, they will eat yours. I always pray for people. But I hope you don't find yourself in that space ever. That's the
No,
idea.
you have to say it in these words. You say, "May life not happen to you."
Exactly. When she said, I was like, we have to finish because it's not just Hillary, right? It's also about everybody else that's listening that have that mindset.
Yeah.
You need to understand that as much as you want to encourage people to do the right thing, morals, you also want to make sure that the system enables that.
That's right. And so another point somebody made yesterday, we're trying to talk about, well, like it's very important for us to have somebody at the top that is accountable, that is transparent, and somebody you can relate to. If you are the owner of a house, if you have an apartment building and you want to start renting, and you
Right.
tell people that are going to rent in my apartment, you cannot smoke weed in this apartment. If you're smoking, you're out. People will oblige because they want to live in that apartment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So saying that if he gets there and doesn't have people in the legislative this thing that will support whatever he's doing, like even at the time Donald Trump was bad,
Right.
you still have some people that were agreeing with him and not from his party on some certain things.
Of course, because there's multiple layers to
You
it. It's not just two parties. There's multiple
exactly, and
layers.
there are some that you have executive power over. So the ones that you have, you're not gonna use it, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So it's just
Because executive power is part of the reasons why I'm excited for a possibility that this guy can win, because that can go a long way. That will go a long way. The executive power that comes to that office, it can't go too far, right? But he can use that as a tool to get some things done, and use that even as a negotiating tool, right? It's not
That's
just that
right.
the president is powerless. It's not just that he's just going to jump on every executive order and use it. It will use it to negotiate. Because some people, one executive order will take them out, will destroy them.
That's right. That's
We
right.
destroy their wealth. We destroy their family wealth. We destroy all those houses that they built around the world.
Imagine how much of revenue of Lagos revenue that's going to people's pockets. Like, is that even fair? Do you know how much of that, what benefit that money will be to them if they decide to use it for? You know what I'm saying? So that's just one person taking it. That's only for Lagos while he was there. Do you know what he's going to do when he gets to Nigeria? Even I think when he got there, when he was vice president, the guy amassed wealth like crazy now because he has access to it. And people have the problem in Nigeria now. We have that people have access to too many things that they don't deserve.
Right.
That they don't even merit itself.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? People just want to feel, okay, I want to go do contract, and the contract you just blow it up, you just inflate everything and just give them. You don't do it. There was one time I went to my village and somebody was under a contract to do some roads.
Right.
If you see that road there, it rained fall like 2-3 times. That contract will just raise up.
It's a wrap.
And then, but they pay the guy like crazy amount of money. And then the politicians now too, they give you a contract, and then you have to give them 70% of the money paid to you. Like, so what am I supposed to gain in it?
Because a bunch of that money went into the contractors and the politicians behind those contracts pocket. That's the way it's always worked.
Yeah.
But when you have a president there that can use certain executive power, not
and let me
overuse
tell
it.
you,
Go ahead, Jerry.
it's not like a lot of people don't know that Obi is the right choice for us. Obi is what we need. But the problem that they have now is a lot of people have put their hands inside places and stuff that their hands are not supposed to be. So if it comes now, it's going to blow their cover.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So they want to campaign for somebody that is in the same shoe as them, that is stealing the same stuff as them, so that when he comes there, he won't blow their own cover because doesn't want to blow his own cover. So he'll cover them up too.
Yeah.
So it's not like they don't know that Obi is good for is what we need, oh, but they're
Yeah.
just protecting the things that they have done. They're just protecting themselves from getting into legal trouble. That's what they're doing.
Exactly. And there's certain people, right, that anybody behind Tinubu is short-sighted. That's just bottom line. People behind Obi, the enlightened ones, not all of them, because some people are follow blindly too, right? Which is fine. You know, some people don't need to understand the full blown political science lingos, right? But the enlightened ones behind Tinubu, the ones that know that they can actually chop if they follow Tinubu in short
Yep.
term, in short to mid term, but they're like, you know what, long term, we need to fix this thing. My children, right? Like I said, like my children, like okay, never mind my children, my great grandchildren, right? But let's
That was
fix
why
this thing.
I said yesterday. I said I hope Mariah's children will not, when they grow up, they will not swear for her.
Yeah, you said that, right?
That's just my point.
Because that's a documented decision. That's that is. I know
You
it's tough.
understand?
Honestly, I have to acknowledge that it's tough because sometimes in life you don't want to be Captain Save everybody. You just want to take care of you, your family, maybe so you can take care of put some things. Some people will swear
No,
for you for having the opportunity to choose between Tinubu and Obi and choosing Obi. Some people will swear for you too. You know that, right?
but let me say, man of president, sometimes I'm trying to understand. You see, this
Mm-hmm.
life, the more we understand that we're not going to live here forever, the
Right.
better for us. One, two, I understand that people is a tough decision. You have to make this decision because
Yeah.
you've known him, blah blah blah. I understand that part. But the point I'm making is that all of us now, my grandmother used to say, we are closer to the grave than where we first started or something. I don't even understand the adage. But
Mm.
her children and her children's children, Tinubu is not going to be there to do it for her children's children.
Right.
Will his children know her children? You want to make it convenient. You want to make decisions that tomorrow, if you're
Mm.
not here, and once your child marries something, he will get it without calling his mother or father's name.
Mm.
But at the point that we are in Nigeria now, it's not like that. So the decision that you're making of what benefits to your children because you want to get special advisor or something. Do you understand?
Mm. Yeah.
No, we understand that you want to.
That's what a lot of people behind Tinubu are after. Little bit of something they get here and there that can make a significant difference in short term within the next 5-10 if he wins, right?
Yeah, what's your long-term plan?
But did you realize this? Do you realize that majority of them they still won't get ordinary special advisor at the lower level, right? Majority
Yeah.
of them will suffer. It's promising, it seems promising. They helped him get into that office, but because they've helped create this terrible system where the only people that eat is the elite, now you have to fight. Listen, I have family members that helped politicians in the past. They never made it into anything close to.
I told you now. I had one that did for every fire. Like he solely gave Sabah Katna. He campaigned. He did everything. When I mean doing the groundwork, Baba toiled for this guy. What happened at the end of the day?
What a waste.
It is a waste.
Yeah, what a
It is a
waste.
waste. I'm
And
serious.
and we're talking about people who have been doing this for 30 years. Imagine some of our uncles, our fathers who were in their 40s when they were fighting, just like Tinubu was fighting, right? With Abiola
Mhm.
back then, right? And then now
Right.
they are in their 70s, but they're nowhere close to the position that Tinubu is in the elite. It's majority of them. It's the mass majority of them.
Yep.
There's only one Tinubu. There's only one. Dele Momodu cannot get any close to that office after all
Nah, he
those fights,
cannot.
all those years. And that Dele Momodu is one of the well-offs, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah.
The majority of them, they are like nobodies. Because they wasted all those years not helping build a system that works for a lot of people, a lot more people than what we have right now, at least. You know.
The problem, the North, I'm really worried about the North, honestly speaking, because my people are easily manipulated. That's one thing I'm going to say, especially the ones that didn't go to school, especially the ones in those villages that did not go to school. That's why
Right.
when they always say, if you want to vote, you have to explain to them because we say Labour Party, they won't understand vote mama, papa, papa, mama, and Peking. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And then some
Yeah.
of them, you see the outside people, the ones in those villages, they're the
Yes, I
problem.
know, because there's mass amount of villages uneducated people out there in
Yeah,
those woods.
yeah.
Yeah.
They just go and put money in their hand and tell them what to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So
My
yeah, I think
sister-in-law,
go
my
ahead.
sister-in-law went to the village to vote. Right, her polling unit is in their village in Lantan. So
Mm,
she was telling me that when she was asking my mother-in-law who my mother-in-law was supporting, she said Atiku. So she was not asking my mother-in-law why was she supporting Atiku. My mother-in-law told her that because they told them that Obi is an Igbo man. Just listen to
mm,
this. Obi is an Igbo man and he doesn't care about northern people. But Atiku is our own. He's from the north.
right. Yeah,
So
but
now she had
that our own
wait,
stuff. Yeah.
wait now. So she had to sit down and educate my mother-in-law to
Mm,
understand our other people. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
right.
that is what they used to say to our people. They will tell them that if you give this Igbo guy, he'll come and make Nigeria Biafra. That's the
Hmm.
word that they will be saying. And which is, you know what I'm saying? So our people are just like easily swayed. Like you can just say something and just get them.
Yeah. That's it. Yep. Anytime that's what lack of education does,
Yeah.
yeah, it's the same thing everywhere, but it's just that up there, there's a lot more villages and stuff. Religion, lack of education,
If they are
try.
fighting now, Hausa person will pie me. Because why?
Mm-hmm,
Because I'm a Christian and I don't believe in what he believes. So
mm-hmm.
sometimes when you lie to yourself and you say, "Oh, me, I'm going for Atiku because he's from the north," you are not even in his numbers.
Right. They
He
call it. They
doesn't
call
know
it. They
you.
call it. If you don't believe in. I think Morayo actually said that. If you don't believe something in something, you might fall for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's a terrible. It's a terrible analogy. That can be
But
misused.
and honestly speaking, another thing again that I'm seeing, like I'm evaluating this whole campaign thing and before the election, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just looking at how Tinubu is struggling to pull through to go through this campaign. And I keep asking myself, if
You talk
this
about
man was
physically.
my
You talk about
father,
physically.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and when you look at him, health wise, he's not okay. And
Yeah.
even people that know Atiku very well, if you look at his recent video, you will know that that guy is not okay too. So and I keep asking myself, if
Yep.
this guy was my dad, will I push him to go because I want him to go, or do I want my dad to stay back and take care of himself so that he can live longer? Like, let's not be selfish.
It's part of the selfishness, right? It's part. They don't care if they buy there. They don't care. They don't care. A lot. Yeah. It's power issues, right? It's like it's a certain level of pride that comes with being able to do this kind of things for a decade and getting away with it. Even if I sit down and educate Tinubu and say, Baba, listen, look at the paper, look at the numbers. Social media, look at the numbers. See when you own TVC or silently own TVC, I understand you can control narratives when you own
But wait,
AIT and stuff
who
like
owns
that.
TBC?
The rumor was it was him. He denied it, but he owns a lot of stuff with secret
When they tell you
entities,
Asuwaju owns Lagos, you people better believe it.
right?
Didn't you see videos that people were saying that if you're not voting APC, that you will not come to the polling unit? Did you see those videos?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. This
It was
the
an area
were you
of
the one? I think it was BB that was talking about this one. Did you see this? This one right here.
Was good there, and they were doing the.
This
see
little
for
boy.
this one, right? It's a
Uh huh.
boy. But let me
Yeah.
tell you, for this is for my own belief. Even if
Hmm.
they will use with the way things are going, they're not gonna use this boy. This one probably came with his parents, and maybe he's holding.
You think so? You think
So,
this is
but that
exaggeration?
yes, yes. The ones
Okay.
that they use, right? The ones that they
Mm-hmm.
use that are underage, they bring all those kind of like 12-year-old, 13-year-old boys
Of
that look
your
like they are grown.
the one that can
That's the ones
pass.
that yes, that's the ones that they use.
Okay,
Those
because this
ones
one a
that
bit too
they
obvious.
yes, it's not that they don't bring the underage, they bring my sister was telling me that yesterday they intercepted some guys from Mali that they were
Mm-hmm.
bringing to Kaduna. They were
Mm.
intercepted with PVCs too. They had PVCs with
Mm.
them. So,
Right.
but I heard that the military intercepted yesterday. So let's see. But yeah, they
Yeah.
do. They use a lot of them, but this one is too young. The ones that they use that kind of people like 11 to like 14. Those
Mm.
are the underage ones that they use.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. All those videos, they're not going anywhere. So
Wow.
if it gets down to it, if they have to fight in court, if it might be a long process. But I
Buhari
don't
is
think.
tired. He wants to go too.
Look at your boy, Kiyamo. Kiyamo is a
Oh
very
my
tall
God.
person, though. I thought he was a short person for a long time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, these are some of the people that hated Buhari in a lot of the stupid talking points you heard over the years. Everybody thought Bulaba was the first. Buhari has been doing saying Bulaba all of 8 years.
A long time. Long time.
Bala Blue.
Long time. Yeah,
Yeah,
all APC have always been bringing those dead beats for us. It's just us that we're not like
yeah,
just gullible to believe that they have something to offer.
yeah. It's not. It's a. What's your overall assessment right now?
Well, my right now, I just feel like what people are doing using the social media
It's
is being
governor's word.
helpful.
Sorry, 1 second.
Look at what governor.
Sorry, say that again.
I said what people are doing with the social media is helpful because we're gathering evidence with that.
Mm-hmm.
But two, these people are working behind the scene and they are bribing those who they can bribe. How can somebody tell you that INEC officials have gone to a polling
Hmm.
unit and they forgot presidential ballot paper or something is
Right.
not complete? And they say, tell me a farmer that is going to farm that has got reached the farm and say, I forgot my hoe or the
Hmm.
seedlings I'm supposed to use and plant. That we used to go to the farm with my father. Like, forget anything, forget food, but forget hoe? How?
Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't.
And
In addition to that, all of those things were transported in. From what I could see so far, a lot. I think I may have seen one, but a lot of private vehicles. These people are supposed to be responsible for getting those material and getting people to where they need to be.
Eh, and this is the point I'm not understanding what INEC has been doing for the last 4 years. Because after one election, you're supposed to be planning for the next one. Look at
Mm-hmm.
what you have done in the last one. What you need to upgrade.
Right.
But it's just like you going to work now and telling your wife that you're working, you're going to be paid after 3 years or something like that. Then after every day you dress and go to work, but you come back and tell her, they have not paid us year one, they have not paid us year two, they have not paid us year 3 year. Bro,
Hmm.
so what work are you doing for those years that you're going to work dressing up like INEC is not making sense at this point. It's not.
Yeah.
They give budget, they give them money for what they're supposed to do.
INEC is one organization that needs to be completely destroyed and rebuilt back up. Because listen, I don't even know. Let me see. Miss Downsy, shout out to you. She said results from Dolphin Estates Ikoyi booth 021. Presidential vote is LP 81. Look at that. APC 22 in Lagos. Bulaba. Hey, could it work?
And
This
that is
number's coming
that
out
is
of
what
Lagos.
is hurting. That is what is hurting them. Let me tell you, there's no numbers that is like making me happy like
Mm-hmm.
Lagos numbers. Like
Yes.
LP are winning in some polling units.
Is Lagos supposed to be the second biggest electorate, right?
Yeah.
Second to Kano, right?
Let's yes, and they can only go and do those rubbish in places where you have all these like area boys. They can't go to places like Lekki and do that rubbish.
Hmm. Yeah, I think yeah, you talking about the vandalizing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We saw a lot of those earlier on, but clearly they couldn't sustain it. I don't know what they're thinking. They really keep thinking just a few thugs can sustain because there was this one with what's the name of this lady? Chioma Ekpata, right? Something like that, right? She was at a polling unit where they
Which
fought
one?
back those thugs. I forgot her name. Chioma, something like that. Somebody will help me. She was
Oh,
at a
Chioma
polling
Akpota.
unit. Apota, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was at the polling unit where they actually fought back at those very dangerous things. But again, like I said yesterday, it takes a lot of courage.
It takes a lot of
they're gonna have to
courage.
fight.
Yep.
Yeah, potentially people getting deleted. Yes, but that's what it's going to take.
Yeah. Some people will have to take the distance for it. For us to
Unfortunately,
arrive to where yeah.
because these people, the arrogance, the pride, they will never come to a point where they conclude that, you know what, we lost, let's leave it alone. Let's let these
I don't
kids take.
know. I don't know why it's hard for them to accept that.
It's
I
the
don't
human
really know why.
brain.
What is
It comes back
hard.
to the human brain. The human brain deceives us so much. That's why whenever
And
you hear me say, don't get yourself off that pedestal, the idea that we can be this intentional. We can be, but I think the intentionality needs to go towards emotional intelligence, meaning you understand how the human brain works.
yeah, and that spirit of entitlement that they have, like, bro.
Entitlement is not anybody's mate. We all
They
feel
tell
it.
you.
Once you just hug that thing. It's like you're territorial. It's like it's mine. It's mine. Your normal IQ tell you like no, it's not. It's not. It was never yours. But you like your other side of the brain is telling you like it's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. That's just how you react as far as from your feeling standpoint is concerned, right? So they are like that as well, right? They understand like this guy, Tinubu, is a powerful guy, right? Particularly because he's a powerful guy, he is not capable of being that humble. He's not capable.
Baba is not too.
He's just like so. That's how he talks. By the way, he just like leave that. We got this. We have it. I'm my warrior.
I know people. I have people.
Yes, we have structure. They keep believing in what they think. So the structure.
But my problem now is, and my question is, what is, you say there's no structure. Why are you people scared of them?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? If you know, let me tell you, there's some things that you do, right? Like
they're insecure too now. They can see social media, obviously. They're insecure a little bit about the whole thing.
Speak. Let your work speak for you. You don't need to speak. If you remember, Obi, anytime Obi talks, you say, go and check, go and verify, go and ask. None of them can do that and say it.
So let's do this, right? Let's do this, right? I have to step out. I have to go take care of some business and stuff like that. I'm paying attention to everything that's going on. When I do come back, this is possibly I might come back live later on tonight. If you guys want to come back on, I'm seeing about 36 people. A bunch of people came back, so I'll be paying attention to all the news. So we might have definitely we'll be having stuff to talk about. So let's do that. We can't finish this conversation right now, Natu. You know that.
No, at all. We cannot.
Yeah,
lie.
Yeah. Thank you so
all right,
much.
I'll see you back later. No problem.
All right, talk soon. Result from we already talked about that. Thank you, Miss Downsy. Tiffany, Tinubu ought to go in the corner and enjoy the rest of his time with his kids. He won't. They say Baba rest. He won't. He can't. Yeah. It's hard when you're that powerful. It's that same thing that will probably destroy you. The structure they keep talking about is the old fashioned, the thugs, all that kind of stuff. That's what they were talking about, and it's just a new day. It's a new day. I don't care who won now, who ends up in the office. It's obvious. It's a new day. It's not sustainable, But yes, we're actually about to go try to hang out with Dr. Shola. So I'll see you guys after that, okay? Shout out to you. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.